I just got my engine appearance lighting kit from 404 Parts. Comes with, of course, the 2 LED lights, the instructions, which are pretty simple, 2-page, and it comes with a harness. Now you have to use your VIN, and they give you the harness that you would need for your particular car. And then the last thing they give you is the parts and the little nutsert you got to put in the rear hatch. All right, so the first thing I had to do was, of course, remove the tarp top, and then the headliner, which it was actually very easy, but due to the number of clips that it has, I mean, it just has tons of clips holding this thing in. It was kind of a pain. So it is like a plastic covered in cloth, pretty thick plastic, so I don't think you have to worry about breaking anything. You just got to use some force to. I started in the front, just pulling it down, and like I said, you got to be forceful. After the headliner's up, I pulled off the speaker cover. For whatever reason, I was intimidated by this, but it was a joke. It was really easy. Just grab from here, pull straight up, and as you can see, it's got 2 clips here, and then the red clips in the back. Next, you have to pull out the center console, where you put your phone for charging, if you have a 2 or 3 LT. Again, super easy. It's got 4 clips, and I think I just grabbed here and up front, pulled it right out. Of course, you've got to be careful. You've got that harness that'll attach to the speaker. Okay, so here it is. Of course, seats are out of the way. Just push forward is all you need. This, you had to remove the console in order to get this piece pulled up, and you can see I didn't fully remove it. I only moved it over to this side because what you're after is getting this piece pulled away. And there's a little gray harness right there, and that's where you need to get to. And then there's push pins that hold the harness all the way in. Let's see if I can find it here. I can't tell if you can see that or not. Let's see. Where is it? Well, that's the harness. And there's little push pins. And then there's that big fat, like rubber, whatever we call it, grommet that comes through. Here's a better look of the side trim. Little seatbelt channel. See, I have it pulled away. There's your seatbelt mechanism. Again, I'm going to start with the grommet. There's the grommet, and you can see the harness. And there's a whole bunch of push pins. That's why you got to remove all the stuff. They come right down to here, and you can see I have it unplugged. Real simple. So we're going to get those push pins, excuse me, and then we're going to start taking the stuff off in the hatch. Okay, you can see here I have the harness, little push pins pulled out. I just used a basic trim tool here. I like this one because it has this rubber piece here that I can put up against the body panel, so I don't have to worry about it scratching. Before I get to the harness in the hatch area, got to show you my new favorite thing. I got a roll of this. It's a essentially it's a industrial strength type of saran wrap, and you can see here, you just, in this case I just started on the end and then just pulled the roll and attach it, and it's really thick, so you don't have to worry about rubbing up against the car. So I just wiped it down to make sure there's no dirt or grime in there that would get pushed in there by rubbing on this film, and that was that. Anyway, I picked this up from Amazon. It comes in 2 rolls in this size. Gosh, I can't remember this size, but I think it's like 200 feet in length. It's got to be 24 inches in width. Anyway, they have another width. I think it's 36 inches, and or it might be 48. I can't remember. Anyway, you get the same 200 feet. I think it's about $65, and I don't see using this up anytime soon. So anyway, I think this is a world first. I just wanted to show this is me completely in the rear trunk area. I fit and I weigh a lot, and I'm doing this so that I can get these front little clips up here. Anyway, for this I'm using this little trim tool because it's plastic, and the other trim tools I had were metal, and I don't want to scratch the whatever that composite material is. But anyway, highly recommend this. Get in this little trunk area. Okay, so I have the harness all disconnected, all the little inserts pulled out, and I did not have to remove whatever they call this, the brow, whatever. And you can see here's the old harness here. This is the new one. The only thing different is these two little plugs here. Of course, those are for the lights. And I'm going to start fishing this in there now. For going back in with the harness, I took a little piece of orange string, just a simple knot. I didn't even do a double knot. Anyway, I fished this in through the little hole, pulled it out the front, attached it to the harness. Again, just a single knot, pulled it through. Now, there's two harnesses. It's hard to get them to both fit at the same time. So what I did is I just taped this end to the harness that's already pulled through. So this is the one that's already pulled through, and this one I have taped, and I'm going to try to pull it through. Okay, so that brow thing, I said you don't need to get it out. You don't need to get it out to remove the old one. Just disconnect it and you pull it right through the front and you're fine. Still don't need to remove it, but you do need to remove the back set of screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And hang on, bear with me. Well, I also found that when you're in the back, I'm right up against the glass, and I can figure out a new way to clean the rear window, so I'm pretty happy about that. But anyway, back to the point here. You got to remove those bolts that hold the brow in the back, and that will allow you to have some room here. Let me see. I don't know if you can see that, but we've got movement, and it allows for the harness to be pulled through easily. So that's that. Okay, I have the harness attached to the defroster, and of course it came with all the little inserts, and they were all perfectly positioned. See, these are the harnesses for the lights. I'm gonna go get the lights. Okay, here are the lights here. I'm going to try to make sure you can see they are marked right hand and left hand side, and they are genuine GM. Sorry, I can't seem to get it to focus. And this is the other side, the left hand side. It's manufactured in Mexico, I think, so you know it's authentic. No, this is Korea, I think. Isn't it Korea? Yeah, I don't know. Who cares? Anyway, here's your LED lights. I think there's only like 1 or 2, so they're not going to be super bright, but I saw a lot of people trying to do their Amazon lights, and they were all melting, so I figured I would try the factory stuff. Okay, these are the, I don't know what you call them. They almost have this like copper appearance. Little nutserts, you just press those in, and then it comes with 4 screws. These just happen to be Phillips, so that'll make it easy. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and install these. I'll show you when they're done. Now that I can get a close-up, you can see I've got the little, whatever they are, I'm going to call them copper inserts. They just press right in. There's these little holes, and of course that rectangular blank, that's where the light goes. Okay, the lights are installed. Let's see, can you kind of see them? Sorry for the lengthy zoom time. So total time on this is, I don't know, probably an hour. And there's our not so bright lights, but at night it should look pretty nice. Oh, come on, don't shake. Sorry about that. Well, they work. And as far as the harness on the inside, let me show you. You just push that plug in, reattach a couple clips. Let me see if I can find them. There, here, and I apologize here, I'm upside down. And where is it? Yeah, right here, it plugs in right there. Now I gotta try to see if I can get this interior stuff. The interior panels were definitely the hardest part. If you can do interior panels, no problem. Yeah, look at this. Yeah, the best part about this job, figuring out I can jump in the trunk. Alright, I'm in the garage. It's pitch black. And see if I can find the door handle. Just open the door, which will turn on the light. I don't know how well that comes out, so let me open the rear hatch. Anyway, it's enough light for me.